Hello, welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things planning, journaling and stationaries. Today I want to chat about my journaling book. I started using this notebook in summer, so it's been August, September, October, so 3 months plus, and I did a video around I think 1 month in. And thank you very much for those of you who actually watched the video. It reached so many people, and I'm so excited to share some products that I found in Japan that are not so familiar among the planner community. And yeah, I am so excited to just see the reactions, and just hoped if I can find something more nice in Japan that are not really shared across. So yeah, it gave me a nice hope and excitement. So yes, I am going to talk about my journaling that I do in this traveler's notebook. So, where to start? I've been loving my TN Kyoto edition since I bought it early this year in May, and I did share the video of how the Traveler's Factory Kyoto is, so if you have missed it, I will put it in the description box below. It's been a gorgeous experience, and even to this day, so I've been using this for more than 3, 4, 5 months, but literally every time I grab this notebook, it really reminds me of that gorgeous place, and yeah, it was just such a nice experience. So it was just so nice. And in my traveler's notebook Kyoto, I currently have 2 inserts and 1 accessory, so just to share how I've been using it. So this is CaCrea. This is the one that I did a video and reached so many people. So this is not an official insert from Traveler's company. It's the one I actually found online. Well, I have seen it long time ago, but I kind of forgot about it. And now that I'm back in TN life, I thought I would give it a go, and I've been loving it so much. So it's called CaCrea. This one is called Premier Cloth Edition, which is a bit more luxurious version compared to standard one. As you can see, it's got that gorgeous black cover with gold writings on it, and it fits perfectly. And it's got, oh, actually I still have the package. So it's got 56 sheets, which means 112 pages. And what I'm really loving about is that this has a cream paper. I kind of didn't know until this year, but I think maybe because I've used Hobonichi Mega for a long time, I really like cream color compared to white one, and I recognize that when I open different notebooks in white, it feels very white. So I'm really enjoying this one. So I'm going to talk about this one in a minute, but so this is what I've been using as my journal, and this is my very old 2014 pencil board that I just use. And I got this also like 10-year-old plastic folder. I quite like it. I wasn't sure if I liked the plastic when I picked it up from my parents' house during my Japan visit, but yeah, I know they have a very nice cloth version, much more expensive and luxurious one, but having used this for a couple of months, I really like this transparent, so I can like put things in as a bit of decoration / holding my ephemeras and decoration bits and pieces. And yeah, I quite like it, rather than having a solid color thing here that doesn't show the contents. I like kind of layering things here as a part of deco. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. And I also have a official notebook from Traveler's company, dotted grid one that I use for commonplace book. To be honest, it's been a bit slowing down due to my work getting busy, so I'm not going to touch so much on this one in this video. I want to like enjoy it a bit more and then share the update. So how is my journaling going on? So I've been using my Hobonichi HON for like a daily log, in meaning I would just jot down what I did throughout the day in like a rapid log style, kind of bujo style, nothing fancy, just jotting down just one sentences each, what I ate, what we did, and other things, which is very fun and easy way to maintain, to capture the memory of each day. And that is, I think, why I love using Hobonichi with the dated version. I feel like this page belongs to each day and I want to write about each day. But the space-wise, when I really want to like brain dump something or do a morning pages or really think about something like, or even just write a whole page about which notebooks to use or what planner to use, those kind of silly, just messy writing, this is not enough space. And I want to like dedicate this notebook for like capturing day specific things. So that is why I started introducing this notebook as my just a rough journal notebook, meaning it can capture anything, any kind of writing that I want. So I started using this since end of July, last day of July, and there's no rule how many pages I need to write. So I just open the page when I feel like it, and then just let the pen flows. So sometimes I write a whole page, sometimes it's just this chunk. And I noticed I quite like doing the line in between that kind of divides the page, so there's like less pressure when I'm like going through. But I just gave a bit more, I don't know, decoration wise too. I think it's quite nice. And I don't have much intention to put too much ephemera here, because those ephemera, day specific ephemera, should go into my daily notebook. But this is like some extra bits and pieces that kind of fell off from this, or just some random thing that I have kept for a very long time. So like this is like a package of tea bag, some pictures from old magazine that I quite like the fashion. This is from, I think, Traveler's Journal, the one that you get at Traveler's Factory. Yeah, this is also from Traveler's Factory. So I normally like keep them, but I really like keeping them, but I don't really use them. So I thought, oh, this is a nice way. And I'm not so much of decor person, but having a full 2 blank page is kind of overwhelming. So I kind of try to do like one piece of something here and there. This is, I took this during my weekend trip, and I think this was like in the afternoon quiet time when some kids were sleeping, some just a bit of downtime, and I was drawing this. Not a very gorgeous drawing, but I was practicing some drawing with my kids, so I just drew some plants. This is unexpected to deco on the spread, but another tea bag from my friend. Muji sticker that I had it for I don't know how many years, so I thought, okay, let me just use it, because I started using Muji pen from this time. And even for pen, I sometimes use my fountain pen, sometimes I use my Muji pen, and that is something also that I'm trying to do. Like if I have a specific pen that I use for a specific notebook, that's limits. Like when I can't find a pen, I won't write it. So I intentionally actually started using my Muji pen like somewhere in between, so that I kind of release this idea that I should use fountain pen for entire book. This is like a notepad that I got from my dad, and I thought it's pretty, so I put it here. Some pretty old sticker that I had for more than maybe like almost 10 years maybe. This is when we went on a weekend trip, and there was like a piece of ephemera, so I brought it back. A bit of washi. So I I really don't limit myself how much I want to write or when I should write this. So sometimes it's evening, but what makes it interesting is I try to like jot down the time that I start writing. So this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, this is 10:45 in the evening, just to give it a bit of a more touch. So this is 6:36, so this is like my morning pages. This is one of the terribly old washi, probably more than 10 years ago, and I'm now trying to like use them up, so I put it here. I don't know, I used to really like washi like 10 years, 15 years back, so I collected quite a few. But sometimes, especially for Tomoe River paper, when you have washi and then start writing at the back side of the pages, sometimes the ink get damaged, and also this side get, I should have some example, but it sometimes just get very dirty. That's what I noticed after using Hobonichi for more than 10 years. So now I'm slowly getting away from washi tapes. I'm just trying to get to use them up in many ways. So I sometimes just use it just to stick something on the wall, or just use it as a sticky thing. And I'm just trying to get rid of as much as possible. So yeah. And we're getting into kind of autumn vibes, so I put some autumn vibe pictures. This is from old magazine. This is when I started using different pen, nice and black one. This bus tickets or metro tickets from Paris. This is also very, very old, that I had forever. So I said, okay, why not just stick it here. This is when my husband came back from Japan trip, and he bought some goodies for us. So from Traveler's Factory, Narita, I think. And this is already November, just a few days before. And I think this is where I am at the moment. Yeah, so I really like having a structured, dated journal that I know what I want to write, but also having an extra space where I know I can do a bit of deco, a bit of just random writing is turned out to be just so nice. And also just to differentiate, this one I write in Japanese and this one I write in English. There's no specific meaning to it, but maybe just for my brain to distinguish what I'm doing, that was also a nice way to use separate language in a separate notebook. Yeah, so this has helped me a lot, especially during the season when my work was a bit hectic. Of course, I did not open as much time, as often as I would wished, because it was just so chaotic for the last 4 weeks. So I did more writing in September than October. And now that I'm coming, like my workload is coming down to normal in November, I actually decided to pick it up again, and I did a few pages already. Now I have extra motivation to shoot my videos too. Yeah, so I'm really liking this combo. So yeah, one is for day specific, this one is just random notes. And I just realized I've been keeping small notes what I want to talk about this notebook in the future. So yes, one point is cream paper. It's been so gorgeous, and I actually checked on internet, but it doesn't talk about the, how do you call it, GSM, the paper thickness of the paper. But as far as my touching, it's nice and thick. It's not like Tomoe River or Stalogy paper. It's more of like a thicker paper. But it's not as chunky as, it has quite a lot of pages, but it's not like terribly chunky, so it can fit nicely inside the end, and it really is nice. And because of the thickness of a paper quality, the fountain pen goes very nice. I really like how this paper holds my dark blue ink and also black pen. And also in terms of journaling, I did not notice it's a big function until I use different notebooks, but it lays super flat. And maybe I've been blessed that I've been using Hobonichi, which also lay flat forever. When I use different notebook that starts folding up, or the one that doesn't lay flat, I notice, oh, this is seriously a beauty and big benefit of the notebook. So this is also a nice point. And lastly, what have I done? So soft to write in. Yes, I think it's because of the thickness of the paper. I mean, it's not like thick, but compared to Tomoe River paper, when I use the same fountain pen for Tomoe River paper, I feel like it's more like a slippery texture. Yet this one is like, I can feel a bit of like a soft push into the paper. I know it's a very subtle difference, but as for like a long form writing, I really like it. So just in case, just to recap, it is called CaCrea. This is from Japanese company called Plus. I actually went to check if it's available in different parts of the world, and I think the famous American stationery company called Jet Pen, the one that everyone talks about, had this one when I checked. I don't know, maybe it's changed, but when I checked, it was on the list. So yeah, if you're in the States, maybe you can find it there. And this one is black one, but I think they have navy. They also, I seen like a red one and ivory one on the website. Depending on the timing, I think they sometimes switch colors. So, but personally, I really like this kind of stylogy vibe black one. So yeah, I have used more than half of it within 3 months. November, December, I don't think I can finish it within the year. And I think that's also a beauty of using a, how do you call this, undated, I mean, obviously it's undated, just a simple notebook. Now that we are in a hype of looking at the 2025 lineup, and I'm also very excited to start my 2025 Hobonichi from January. But having this notebook, which may finish maybe end of January, maybe February, I don't know, depending on how it goes. But having a notebook that finished somewhere in the middle of the year, maybe twice a year, feels like giving me a mini micro win of using my notebook rather than waiting for December to come and finish things off. So yeah, I've been using this Hobonichi and CaCrea journaling combo for the past 3 months. Fully 3 months actually. Yes, fully 3 months, 3.5 months I would say. And I love it so much. So yes, this one I will change to 2025 one in come January, but this one is going to stay with me. And I actually already bought the second one. I actually bought two together. So yeah, this one is remaining also in part of 2025 lineup. So thank you so much if you stick around until here. Do let me know how you kind of differentiate daily journaling or daily logging and more of like a lengthy random brain dumping journaling. Yeah, so this is how it's been working so well with me, and I love it so much. So thank you so much. See you in the next video.